Hey Pitmasters, welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be grilling the butcher's secret steak, the hanger steak. And as always, the first thing that we're going to do is fire up our barbecue. We're going to use the Kamado Joe Big Joe today. I already have charcoal in it from the last cook, so we need to clean it up a little bit and then we can light it up. Now we'll put in these fire starters. We'll light them up. To go with our steak, we're going to make a delicious sauce, a black bean sauce, and it's an Asian style sauce. Of course, we need some black beans. We're going to strain the moisture out of the black beans. Now I only need 200 grams of these black beans, so that's around half of what I have here. I'm going to add a tablespoon of honey to that, a tablespoon of cane sugar, a tablespoon of soy sauce. We're going to add a teaspoon of 5-spice powder. Man, it's going to add a real Asian twist to your sauce. If you don't know where you can buy 5-spice powder, just look it up online. You will definitely find some. Now, of course, I want to add a clove of garlic. Cut off the end. And because this is going into a food processor, no need to chop it fine. And I also want to add half a diced size of ginger. Now we get to the optional part of adding peppers. These are Rawit peppers and they're quite spicy. So you can determine how much of heat you want into your sauce by adding more or less peppers to it. I'm going to make this sauce really hot by adding 2 Rawit peppers. Now I'm gonna add water to make it more fluid. Now we're going to grind that up. That looks like a gorgeous sauce. Let's do a quick taste test. Man, that is so hot, but really good hot, you know. Oh man, I'm getting the instant sweats. The Rawit pepper just bam, it attacks your mouth. It's like 10 needles coming in, grabs you. But you know, it's really good because it's sweet, it's savory, and it's really hot. And that goes real well with our steak that we're going to make. So I'm going to transfer this to a little pan, which we're going to put over the fire and bring it to the boil, and that's it. Then we're done. We're going to start on our coffee rub, and I have this beautiful aromatic Kenyan coffee. It smells really full and fruity. So we're going to take some of this coffee and put it in our coffee grinder. So this is a good amount of coffee, and look at the consistency. It's grind down, but not too fine. So we're going to add 1/4 part of salt to that and 1/4 part of pepper. Now this is a good smell. This rub is really coming together. But I still want to add a little bit more flavor, and we're going to add 1/8 part of garlic powder. There we go. Now we're going to mix this up. This is going to be very tasty. Our rub is done. Let's check on the grill. Our grill is nice and hot. I'm going to spread out the coals. I'm going to put the cast iron grill grate in the lower position. There we go. So I have an indirect side because I have the heat divider here. The grill grate to make sure that we have a position for our indirect side, and then our searing area with the cast iron half moon. Now I got this hanger steak right out of the package, and we still need to do some things to it. So we're just gonna take some paper towel, dry it up. Now I can definitely see we have some excess silver skin here on the bottom. We're gonna take that off first. I'm gonna trim off some of that excess fat. The silver skin. So here in the middle, you see there's connective tissue. And that's where we're going to make an incision, because that connective tissue is something that we cannot use. It's just too hard. We won't be able to eat it. Now look at how beautiful these steaks look. Absolutely gorgeous, a lot of marbling. That's going to provide us with a lot of flavor. It's going to go really well with our coffee rub. So just put a little bit of olive oil on it. Now we're going to sprinkle on the rub. Well, we got a good amount of our coffee rub on. It's time to start searing these steaks. So just put these steaks direct on the grill. There we go. Now of course we don't want the coffee to burn, so we're just going to quickly sear them on all sides and then put them over indirect heat. We're also going to add our sauce to the grill over direct heat, and we're just going to let it come to a boil. We have a beautiful color on the outside of our steak, and we're going to put it over indirect heat. We'll let it come up to a temperature of 54 degrees Celsius, and then we're ready to eat it. So we're going to close the lid on the Big Joe and let it come up to temperature. Let's check on the steaks and see if they're done. Just want to stick in my probe. 54 degrees Celsius on the smaller one, and 40 degrees, 42 on the larger one. So we have to take off the smaller one and let it already rest a little bit. So we're taking it off. Wow. Gorgeous. We're gonna let it rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Let's check on the sauce as well. That is looking good. That's gonna be a nice sauce. So take the sauce off the grill, put it here, let it cool down a little bit. So we gotta check on the temp again. Let's see how far along we are right now. Whoa, yes, we're there. Taking the steak off the grill. 54 degrees Celsius, and then letting her rest. I can already hear we have a nice crunch on the outside, and the inside hopefully will be juicy and tender. Now I waited for 10 minutes and it was a hard 10 minutes. The smell is just fantastic, but I want to get one bite just for tasting. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm gonna try. There we go. Oh, it's so tender, and at the same time we put so much flavor on the outside. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to plate this up and make it look real nice. Now we're going to put the sauce on. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. It's time for the final taste test. The sauce with the coffee rub and the hanger steak. There she goes. Absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful, beautiful cut of steak. A beautiful rub to go with it, and a nice sauce to finish it off. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. Leave me a big thumbs up, a comment down below, and if you want to support us, go to our Patreon page. See you guys next time. Until then, eet smakelijk!